Creighton, International Sales Manager, Big White Ski Resort.
Big White has always been built just as a ski resort, and it's not actually even open in the summer. It's a winter resort. Our season starts usually around the beginning of December and will run through until mid-April.
It always snows here, it never rains at this elevation, and we have 2,500 vertical feet of perfect powder snow surface.
Yeah, the resort in general, it's located halfway between Vancouver and Calgary. If you're familiar with Canada, we're in British Columbia. We're known as Canada's favorite family resort, located outside of Kelowna, British Columbia. So to get to us, it's quite easy from here. Aussies think that we're quite far away, but you can fly Air Canada via Sydney, Qantas via Sydney, or Air New Zealand via Auckland. So very easy to get to, very popular with Australians. We're actually owned by Australians.
It's a really unique weather system. You get the wet air coming off the Pacific that collides with very dry air down in the valley. We're actually just above a semi-arid desert, so the snow is dry and light and beautiful all year round.
Because of the dry snow, a lot of people can get introduced to skiing powder here where they don't have to necessarily be on a steep slope. They can be on a fairly gentle slope because the snow's so light they can go through it.
Yeah, the Mount Buller crew, we're familiar with them. We actually sponsor the Mount Buller Race Club, so very popular. However, our owners used to own Mount Hotham.
It's a very rugged mountain. We've gladed a lot of the terrain as well, so there's some great tree skiing. There's some really good steeps, and there's also wide open groomed cruisers.
Everything here is skiable, whether it's on a trail or off-piste a little bit through the trees.
Mother Nature put the resort here, and we just simply took advantage of it.
So the resort in general is, like I say, it's Canada's favorite family resort, and it goes from we go from 1,500 meters up to 2,300 meters. So it's a little bit lower than maybe some of the Colorado resorts, and a little bit higher than say for instance a Whistler. So we get 7.5 meters of snow a year, and that's really what we're known for is our snow and the quality of snow because of our inland location.
Big White and the Okanagan is sort of smack dab in between Calgary and Vancouver in the interior of BC. So it's only about a 40-minute flight from Vancouver, about an hour from Calgary.
You do not need a car. You do not need any type of transportation other than your ski or your snowboard because everything's ski to, ski from. All the restaurants are within walking distance. It's a pedestrian village.
Favorite hangouts? Well, I like to hang out at Big White in general, but for fine dining, probably 6 Degrees is really good. If you want to go out to a nightclub or a pub, probably Snowshoe Sands.
A lot of places you're on a bus for quite a long period of time, whereas here, you dictate the pace. You get out of bed when you want to get out of bed, and you go for a slide. You can go back to your chalet or your condo for lunch.
So you really not only get that ski in effect, you actually get the ski out effect where you can walk out of your lodging, put your skis on and ski down to a lift.
We're located at bigwhite.com, and lots of useful information there. We've got videos of the resort. There's 360 views of accommodation. There's aerial photos and lots of information there. And actually, if an Australian logs into our website from Australia, it'll give you everything that you need, I guess, that an Australian would need to know.
We're very fortunate with the accommodation because we really do have the whole gamut. You've got everything from a youth hostel on the mountain to your own small apartment, when we've got it all the way up into units like this one here where you've got beautiful appointed luxury accommodation, private hot tub on your deck. Just a great winter experience to have. We don't have crowds, we don't have lineups on the lifts, so the pace here is pretty relaxed, and I think that carries through to the way the staff treat the guests on the mountain.
We pride ourselves on being Canada's favorite family resort, and when it comes down to family, obviously we need to take care of kids, and we think that we take care of kids really well here. We've got programs for all ages and ability levels. Kids often progress at ridiculous rates. They're from brand new skiers and snowboarders to up on the chairlift within a few hours.
Big White has a myriad of different dining experiences here. We can go from the top end and our fine dining environment here, like the Kettle Valley Steakhouse, all the way through any of the walk-up cafes and bars and restaurants that you'd find in the village.
Once you're here, you're here. Everything is within walking distance, so it's the convenience factor combined with tons of great snow and a beautiful resort village that just is the ease of access. We're really a stressless holiday.
It really relates back to the people serving you dinner at night or making your beds or tuning your skis. It's not a job to them, it's a lifestyle. And when you can work in a lifestyle that you love, it just reflects on our guests, and it just makes for a happier vacation for our guests.
Rob Crichton, International Sales Manager, Big White Ski Resort, Canada's favorite family resort, and you're watching skitv.com.au.